Hi, welcome to Kixie In A Minute. Today, we're breaking down PowerList contacts and actions. Whether you've been a Kixie Power user for years or you're brand new, this is a must-know. If you've ever looked at a campaign and wondered, why are so many contacts removed? Or why has this lead been attempted 10 times, but this one only once? The contacts table has your answers. By the end of this video, you'll know how to read your data to evaluate list performance, keep your uploads on track, and clone your best lists in seconds. Let's jump in. First, you're gonna go to app.kixie.com. If you're a user, you're gonna go to My Profile, My PowerLists. And if you're a manager or admin, you'll go to Manage PowerLists. And here's where you'll see all of the existing PowerLists on your account. So you can identify the PowerLists that you want to take action on, scroll all the way to the right, and click the down arrow under the Actions column. And you'll see that you have 5 options here. You can view contacts, which we'll get into in just a moment. You can track your upload status and see things like the name of the spreadsheet, its status, who it was uploaded by, how duplicates are being handled in this list, when the list was uploaded, how many contacts were successfully uploaded, how many got an error, and you can also download an error spreadsheet, but you'll be emailed that as well. You can also clone a power list, which is a huge time saver. When you have a list that's already set up the way that you like it, maybe it has specific settings or a lot of call outcome rules, and you don't want to spend the time manually creating a new list, you can simply clone it. And once you've done that, it will create the same list with the word copy in front. So you can rename that list here. And the cloned list now has all of the same settings, PowerList hours, call outcome rules, and team members. So the only thing that you need to do with this list is upload your contacts. You can also edit the PowerList here. You can also edit it by just clicking on the name of the PowerList. And finally, you can delete the PowerList by clicking this trash icon. Now let's dive into viewing your contacts. The PowerList Contacts page is essentially a snapshot of all of the contacts in this list and where they stand. So you can think of it as a live status board for this PowerList. And it has a few different sections. We have the summary count, where you can see the total number of contacts that were uploaded to this list. You can see how many contacts are currently queued up or ready to be dialed by your agents, and that just depends on your PowerList settings, including the max attempts and minimum duration before call retry. You can see how many contacts are in progress, so either an agent is dialing them right now or the call is waiting for an outcome to be submitted. You can see how many contacts are deferred or cannot be dialed at this moment, and then how many have been removed, either because they reached max attempts, they were manually removed, or they were removed from a call outcome rule. And then we have the Power Dialer stats over here. And in this section, you can see the total number of contacts that have been dialed in this list across all agents and all sessions. You can see how many calls have been answered, AKA they've reached an answer event, which is either a voicemail or a live person. You can see how many calls were connected, AKA the call has reached your account's set connection duration. And then you can see the total amount of time that your agents have spent on the phone in this list. And this section is particularly helpful to evaluate the performance of this list and compare it to your other lists. Maybe you have a high number of dials, but a low number of connections. That could say something about the quality of your lead lists, or it could be an opportunity to optimize your PowerList settings to achieve more connections. And our team is here to help you with all of that. In the middle here, you can download a CSV of this contact list and email it. You can search a contact by name, email, or phone number. And you can also filter by status. So say you only want to see your removed contacts and you're curious why they were removed or the most common reason for removal. You don't have to sort the list or scroll through all of the contacts. You can just filter it there. You can also quickly switch to a different PowerList Contacts page here. You can add a new list from this view. And then in the top right here, you can see this list is refreshing every 30 seconds. And finally, we have the contacts table at the bottom here. And I will quickly walk you through the different columns and kind of their importance. So you can see the phone number that was uploaded. You can see the contact's current status, whether that be queued, in progress, deferred, or removed. You can see the last dial outcome. For example, the call reached an answer event, the agent ended the call while it was dialing. If you have AI Human Detect, you might see that it detected a voicemail machine. The call was answered and the wrong number outcome was selected. And if you're dialing more than one contact at a time, you might see this lost race outcome. And that means, say you're dialing 3 contacts at a time, one of them's gonna win the race, the other 2 calls drop and lose the race. When the contact was in the deferred state, you can see the reason in this column here. You can also get information such as their title, contact name, and/or email if that was uploaded in your spreadsheet. You can see the number's time zone, as well as the total number of times that we have attempted to contact them. And keep in mind that every single call answered or answered counts as an attempt. So the calls that were skipped because they detected a voicemail, or the calls that lost the race, those all count towards your max attempts for that contact. A lot of people will ask, how come these leads have 6 attempts, but these other leads only have 1? You can find the answers right in this contacts table over here. And then you can see the last time we attempted this contact, the next time they're able to be dialed. And that takes into account things like previous call attempts and the duration in between the attempts. You can see the date that the contact was added, how many times we have connected with them, as well as how many calls with this contact have reached an answer event. And finally, if you want to remove a contact from this list, you can click this trash icon here. Some other ways to remove a contact are, as mentioned, through a call outcome rule, or you can manually remove them in the Power Dialer window. But maybe if you accidentally uploaded a contact to this list, or you want to delete a couple of bad numbers, you can do that here. And if you want to delete multiple contacts at once, you can simply select them and click delete in the top right corner. That's it for today. Understanding your contact data and upload statuses is the fastest way to troubleshoot your campaigns, clean up your lists, and scale what's actually working. Thanks for watching Kixie in a Minute.